go. Welcome to the first and maybe only episode of the Marvelous Podcast.
Wow.
I'm joined now by my friends Flower, Sink, and Lee Mishima. The best Lees I could find. Why are you laughing? You got a guy winning challenges. The guy got top 3 at a major, and they're the ones laughing the hardest.
Hey man, these guys are good.
Yeah, they're pretty good. That's why I need their advice. This is all made for me. This isn't for the content. I need to learn how to play the character. I'm still jumping around. All right. So, quick introductions. I mean, this is my channel. I'm not going to introduce myself. You should know who I am by now.
Introduce yourself, man. Come on. Nobody knows who you are. Who are you?
I'm a guy that plays Street Fighter sometimes, apparently.
Yo.
That's me.
That makes sense.
So, Flower, tell us a bit about yourself, very humbly.
Very humbly, I'm Flower. I'm a lead player from Sweden. I'm known for being very good at acid drains and being incredibly shit at pretty much everything else. But somehow that helped me get top 3 at a major recently. Haven't really done anything else, but yeah, that's me. What's up?
That's pretty good. There hasn't been a lot of tournaments anyway. So top 3 at a major is better than most of us. Next we have, let's just go around the circle. Lee Mishima.
Hi everyone, I'm Lee Mishima, player for Argentina. I know as the number one hater of Licha here on Latin. And I'm also lucky enough to say that I'm the only lead player who be able to make a top 8 with Licha Online in one of the 26 Tekken World Tour tournament.
Did you qualify for the region actually?
Yes.
And you're going to Tekken World Tour final, no?
I reached for the global.
Yes, he qualified for the global. That's the thing.
Yeah, the regional leaderboard. Yeah.
Was it
no,
global?
He didn't
global
qualify for the
leaderboard.
regional.
The actual leaderboard.
He qualified for the actual global.
Yeah. Global leaderboard, not the the I won 2 dojos leaderboard. The one where you actually have to beat players.
Yes.
Throwing shade when I'm not qualified. It is what it is. And then we have
number
Sink.
20.
Yeah, I'm saying lead player from London. Mostly known for being professional 4-4 spammer. He done much of Tekken 8. I won't lie. Just I guess top 8 in some locals, but I haven't really traveled much, which I need to fix that next year. But I mean, I'm just here, I guess.
I mean, you're probably the best Lee in the UK, right? That's probably fair to say.
UK.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
There's a lot of lead players in the UK.
That's the thing that I kind of like to see. Like, there's so many lead players now in like UK and Europe in general. Like, I see so many leads now.
There's so many more from Tekken 7.
Yeah,
like to Tekken 8.
Because in Tekken 7 he was terrible. I don't know how you played that character, man. I'm sorry to say.
Okay. Relative to Akouma, he was terrible. But...
Yeah, but exactly. Like, he was really good, but relative to the top 1 characters that you played.
Right, because you didn't get here. You didn't play the game in Season 1, I think, right? Season 1, Lee.
Nah.
Even if Akouma wasn't in the game, I would not have played that god-awful character. He became alright later on, but he was so shit.
Nice.
Bro, just even while standing 2-3, there was a launcher in the previous game. To do FF3 was almost a just frame. Like, you couldn't even do that properly.
2-frame link.
Two frame link for your 13-frame punish.
That's hype.
Like, he genuinely might have been the worst character in the game in Season 1.
I actually can't argue that for Season 1.
Yeah.
I didn't play it, so I can't argue that.
Yeah, no, Season 1 is like, I have no info.
Well,
I mean, maybe Panda or Bez.
I don't know how good they were.
I think Lee was worse.
Damn,
I can't think of a redeeming quality in Season 1. Genuinely.
But he was really good in Season 2.
Season 2 was good.
Actually, no. I'll say Noctis was worse than Season 1.
Was Noctis Season 1? Oh, yeah, he was like...
People just did not play him, man. He had back 2. No one did back 2 for another 5 years, for some reason.
Yeah, but
imagine the Lee Acid Rain on Season 1 didn't give you a guaranteed combo.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Big raid from Duel.
You do the Acid Rain, you get like less damage than Shin 2-4, and no what. You had to do a double shuffle, imagine.
Yeah, didn't get shit, man.
Yeah, I think it was just a wall splat, and that was it.
Wall
Yeah.
splatting acid rain. There's
Yes.
something there. Honestly, there's something
There is
there.
definitely something
There's
there.
something
That's pretty cool. But
But
it's like Gigas could also just 1-2 and do more
Yeah.
damage and
Yeah.
also walk.
Yeah,
wall
it's
splat.
In more range.
where's Mirio? Listen, I would have got Mirio, but like, man, 4 cameras is already a lot.
He's,
But
he's from. I mean, he's
was-
from Norway.
He
We
was
don't.
heavily considered. I will say that. Before anyone asks about GM, same thing. But I can't have every Lee player on here. So there you go. I'm
Mhm.
very happy with my selection, my good friends. So yeah, Tekken 7 Lee, old news. He was terrible and ugly, and I don't like him. But now I am back to my main. Considering that I have played the character longer than you, Flower, and longer than you, Sing, like I get to say that he was ugly and horrible, right? Because technically I have been playing the character longer than you. I just had a 8-year break, but I did play him for a while, right?
That's very fair.
Tekken
Okay.
8 though, I am back in love with this character, right? I like he is so fun. Like when I played I'm back to Tekken 7 because there's so much time. I didn't play Akuma as much as I play Lee in this game. I usually switch to different characters when I play. Even in casuals, I'm picking Lee because I'm just having so much fun. Like he's just great. Right? I know at the beginning you weren't too convinced, Flower.
Yeah.
As time has moved on, are you one of those guys who's winning despite not really liking the game and the character? Or have you adjusted to like, you know what, Lee's actually still kind of sick?
No, I really like Leon. Like in the beginning of Tekken 8, I was kind of a hater. I was like, oh, I don't really like how this game works. It's like way too aggressive. You can't play the same style as you could in T7 because T7 I just liked standing at like range 3 and spamming back 4, which was pretty fun. But in this game, I've like as time has gone on, I feel like I realized, damn, this game's actually kind of sick, and Lee has a lot of sauce. Like like from Tekken 8's beginning to now, the amount of stuff that we've discovered with the character that just makes him way sick. Even if he did lose the coolest tech, which was the like heat down forward 4-4 like pick up after like the wall splat.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
The like the beginning tech where you could pick them up after.
I didn't use it enough, and I
I used
regret
it so
not.
much. It was so cool.
It was so cool. I do regret not using it as much as I could before it was gone.
Yeah, I didn't really like. My combos weren't good at the time, so I couldn't use it much, and I'm annoyed now because it's actually so easy to get as well if it still worked.
Yeah, like the thing is, I would use it when I'd already done a tailspin, so all I would get was just an extra blazing kick. It was still sick, but you really got the most out of it when you tailspin with it, and you could do double.
Yeah,
spike,
exactly. Double spike, and yeah, it's so good. It was so sick. I had like, it was so annoying because I had just like optimized all of the like combos for like wall blast, wall break for all stages that were out, and I had uploaded a video for it, and then immediately they just deleted, and it was
So it's your fault.
It
is what you're
is my
saying.
fault, I guess. Apparently, like the week before, Dombili like got hit with it in ranked, and then he uploaded a video that got like 2,000 likes. What the hell did he do that for? That's hella rude. And then tech is gone.
It
Feels
was
bad, man.
it was cool. Like the thing is, when you think about it, Lee's heat dash, heat dashes, even though they weren't launchers except for FF3, they were good at the start of the game. I almost forgot that recently because he's actually like he's got some of the worst heat dashing in the game. That's not how it started.
No. Like FF3 is like the best, like one of the best in the game. The other one's just ass currently.
I mean,
but
HMS up 3 is okay.
It's okay.
It's good.
It's okay,
Yeah, I like
but
it.
it's nothing special, and you're not really gonna use it in neutral much.
Yeah, it's only really good at the wall.
Back 3+4, I think is a shit power crush. I think it's just too slow.
You think back 3+4 is bad? That's why I got you on, man. Like we need some controversial takes.
I hate it too.
Back 3+4 is bad? Are you?
It's too slow.
It's too slow for what?
It's so easy for it to armor something, and they can still duck it afterwards. Like,
what are you
it's
trying
just
to
too slow.
power crush, man?
Dude, like almost every time I do it, they just do down forward 1 and then duck, and then I die.
You're not supposed to do it when they do down forward 1 though.
Okay, fair.
I don't even like it's okay, like it still works, but
Yeah.
it's easily the worst high power crush, and
I
just don't
I
think
think
it's
it was until they nerfed Victor's. Victor's now is.
Oh yeah, they did.
no.
Oh,
There's
bro,
no, there's no way it's better than Victor's.
I've done
There's no
down
way.
forward 1 twice and ducked on Victor.
Twice.
Twice
What the
and
fuck?
still ducked. Like
That's crazy.
that's worse. And now that the range isn't as stupid as it was, I think we had the worst one. But the thing is that's my kind of my feeling with Lee. He has all of the broken moves, but he has probably the worst version of said broken move. Right? He has the safe down forward too, but it has negative range, right? He has the high heat engager power crush, which is again amazing, but it's a bit slower, doesn't track as well. It's a great move, but compared to the others, it's not the best. He has
the one thing. Sorry. Can I
ahead.
just interject? The one thing I do want to say about the down forward 2 is that they did make it track to the left almost fully for some reason in this game.
Yes, but
Yeah.
they need to literally be stepping on your toes. It tracks,
Yeah. So yeah.
but like it doesn't have any range. Again, broken move, but the worst of said broken move. Like Shaheen has the same one, except it goes 3 times as far, right?
Yeah, sir.
So
Anyways,
like,
continue.
my assessment of Lee is top tier option, low tier risk on a lot of things, right? He has everything you could want, but not as good as you want it to be, right?
Yeah.
But that still makes for a very very strong character.
That's pretty good. Like you have everything. They're not the best like things of like doing what they do, but you have everything, which is like you're a Swiss Army knife, but your blades are kind of dull.
Yeah, I need your take though, Mishima. What's the what do you think of the power crush? Am I the only one who thinks it's good?
No, I think the power crush is fine. Nothing to say there. 20 frames, power crush head engager. It's okay.
Is it 20 frames?
Yeah, it's 20
20
frames.
I thought it was faster.
No, it's 20 frames. I think Victor's like 16.
16? No, I think it was 16. I don't think
It's 16 or 17.
It's
I'm not sure.
Not anymore. Surely.
Chat. What is it? Someone in chat knows.
Listen, my PS5's
Wait,
on the
Victor,
floor
Victor,
over there.
Victor's
I
is
can't
19
check.
now.
19. Okay.
Yes, you see, it
19,
did
yeah.
get nerfed.
Yeah, but
I think it was
still,
15.
fuck
Now
at
it's
least.
19.
It was 15. Now it's I think 19. 18 maybe, but I'm pretty sure it's 19.
Yeah. Something like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're still faster than these.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
hearing
exactly, like it's
yeah, I'm hearing characters with decent sidesteps can sidestep the down forward too. Yes, they can.
Oh yeah, I have had that happen.
Like it happens.
Speaking of-
That the move tracking doesn't mean it's
Yeah.
homing to one side.
No,
Right?
exactly.
Even
But
down,
the
even your down forward 1, which
Mm.
really helps the keep people in check when they try to step to your left, right?
Yeah,
Like you'll still get stepped sometimes.
yeah,
That
that's
doesn't,
true.
but it's still good.
The one thing I will say is that since down forward 4 is usually the move you want to use when people are stepping you to the left, right? Because they want to avoid down forward 1, like all of these other moves.
Yeah.
I've had down forward 4 for like even like small side steps way more in this game than it did in
Oh,
T7.
Down
think
for
that's
five,
just-
get stepped a lot in this game. Even when
It's
left.
unreliable
Yes.
tracking. I use Magic 4 to track. Like
Yeah, I should do that. Like I
Yeah,
should
that's
use that
what-
way more.
I try to use back 3 to track, but, but
Yeah,
that's,
all right. Like
it is what it is.
I should use Magic 4 a lot more, but since whenever I play Sync, he just punishes me for doing 4/4, and that scares me. So like even though
Yeah.
he's the only one who does it, it's like
play against Daniel Amado. He shouldered
Yeah,
me
that's
for doing that. I had to mix it up between do I finish and do I not
yeah,
finish.
no, you're actually right. He did do that to me when I was in Korea.
Yeah,
he did that to both me and Father, and we both looked at each other like, what the fuck is this going on?
I'm the reason for that. So I can't remember.
Why did you do this?
I
to
can't
us?
remember exactly when it was, but Daniel stayed like a week at my house, and we did nothing but play Tekken. We barely went out. It was like every day, hours of Tekken, right? So now I don't lose to any Fangs. In exchange, he doesn't lose to any Lees. I think we had a fair trade. I'm sorry, guys, but it is what it is.
Thank God I don't play Daniel like
I
that
don't
much.
play the end of this game.
Yeah. So yeah, back 3-3. Controversial move. Damn
Probably the
near
best
homing.
tracking move.
Yeah,
Like-
it's like his best tracking move. Exactly.
It really is. Like people complain so much about that move. Do you think it's justified?
And I think
Yeah.
it's more like
No.
some kind of fake head sweep because when you see the risk reward, it's a low poke with block and you get launched. So I don't know. I don't think that movie is that good, to be honest.
Like I think
Yeah.
it's amazing, but not as good as people are making it out to be.
No,
Like
no.
people are
Like,
acting
it's-
like I did a hell sweep. I didn't. I'm +4. Right?
yeah.
Like
Like
I mean, I
this,
feel like
it's so good.
I mean, I feel like the only thing that's like genuinely egregious about the move is the fact that it's 15 frames. Like that's
Yeah, it's
very
so
for
good.
that
Yeah.
type of load is very fast.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Like the one problem I feel with back 3 is that once you've forced elite to use back 3 to open you up, you've already won pretty much. Because for the damage it does, like it is really good. It's really good if you use it sparingly and in the right like situations. But if you force elite to use it to open you up, because slide isn't knocked down anymore, you have to kind of use back 3 if someone's just holding back and like having really good defense on all the other parts of
See,
defense. But
I always play upside down. When I played Akuma back in the day, people are like, why do you jump and why don't you use the other safer tools? I'm like, I will jump until they make me not jump. And I will use back free until you make me not use it. You're saying they force you to use it and that's why you lose. If they don't make me not use it, they're gonna lose.
yeah, it's
That's
also
how I
fair.
play. That's my back free.
That's yeah, bro is at the casino,
That's what I'm here for.
but he is winning, so
I'm
you
winning.
Can't really,
I'm winning.
Yeah, you can't really like complain about it. Yeah,
Because the thing is, I just think it's such a like even if you don't overuse it, if you open with it, as long as you're not really unlucky and they duck straight away, but without knowing your timing, like back free is just if you do it once, they have to look out for it. They really just need to have it in their head. It's so like even though it doesn't do that much, once you put it on the table that you're not afraid to use it, it's in their minds. They have to slow
Yeah.
down. They're
It's a
gonna
conditioning tool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It will restrict
It's
their
kind-
movement. It will make them duck, which is what you want. Because like no one's ducking for down 3 except after like down forward ones and stuff.
Yeah,
Like it's either they're gonna do a move on block and duck,
Well, no.
or you're gonna do a move on block and they'll duck.
I would say this, except for the fact that when I played Tetsu in Norway, he did exactly that and just ducked my down 3s like 3 times like when I played him in raw neutral, like just on timing, and it launched it every single time.
Yeah,
That's
Tetsu
Tetsu,
is.
though.
I just got skill diff.
Tetsu's kind of good. Yeah, I struggled a lot when I played against Tetsu. As far as the top players in Europe go, like Tetsu definitely is. I think despite everyone knowing how good he is, I think he's slightly underrated.
No, yeah, he is. I think so.
And
as
he's
well.
it's still
100.
very highly rated.
He has such good whiff punishment, man. Like
Such good
I whiff a
everything.
jab and he just launches. And like back 4, he's so good at walking in and just like launching you for it every time.
Yeah,
Scary.
bro. There's some people you can't do back 4 against. Bro, I have to play against fucking Warning and Judd. Back 4, range 3.
Yeah.
Just down back 3+4, full screen launch, and you're just like,
Yeah,
it is
it's
what it
rough.
is.
It's rough.
GG's.
I feel
I
like
guess.
the back four losing its tracking really hurts in this game.
Oh yeah.
I feel like that's the first thing we kind of notice straight away when you got into Tekken 8
Oh yeah.
See,
yeah.
that's
Have to continue
super
playing the way you
interesting.
trap people.
That really is interesting because I come from a game where it didn't, right? Like I didn't like the obstacles you're going through aren't the same as the ones I'm going through, which is why I like talking to you guys. Like back 4 not tracking is not something I really use. I don't use it to track. Because back in Tag 2, -9 meant nothing, right? You could just be in your opponent's back after everything, right? But yeah, that is a change I've heard a lot of people complain about. Back 4, well, you had to go into Hitman for it to track, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, back 4
You're
Hitman.
basically homing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I heard, but I mean, why would that
Yeah,
track?
you have to use it in a specific range like 2.2, 2.3, and
Yeah.
do back 4 into Hitman to make the move cap tracking.
Exactly. Like you usually like if you're point blank, it's like a lot of characters could still step it. Like it was hard, but they could definitely like step it pretty easily. But like if you spaced it properly at like 2, like as Lee Mishima says, like 2.2, like or like just range 2 to 3, something like that, you're usually fine.
Yeah, and even point blank, they had to walk it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. They had to walk.
It's just like why did that track anyway? Like
Yeah.
like the animation is very linear. There's no reason for
funsies,
that.
man.
Yeah, but yeah, now I guess we have 1+2 buffed back to its glory days, even better than its glory days. Bro, that shit was 0 in Tag 2. That wasn't even -1. There was no Hitman
0?
stuff, but it was 0. Yeah,
That's insane.
yeah, but you didn't
Yeah.
have like as good of a counter hit on Full Crash Down Forward 4.
Yeah. Did you get a
And-
launch from it?
You did, yeah,
Because
yeah.
back,
It was a
yeah, because
launcher.
back to 3 didn't, but you could do like down for 4, right?
Yeah, dash down forward 4. That's if you
Yeah.
see a League player do that, you know that OG, right?
Yeah.
That's the old guy combo.
That's true. But I do that as well, but only like you can't do it if you go into HMS, and in this game it's so good to go into
even-
HMS from
yeah.
what.
Even then, it's like it's kind of fucked up. You don't need to do it anymore because you're just standing free.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so
Exactly.
we've gone over the power crush, we've gone over back 4, we've gone over back 3-3. Any other moves you want to talk about? You have a specific moves.
From Tekken 8, Lee.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm trying to think. Hmm.
How
I
do you
think
guys
one
feel
move.
about-
Oh yes,
you
go.
go. No, you go.
Okay. Right. So like one move I do want to talk about that I see a lot of people underutilize is up forward 3+4. Because
Yes.
Lee in this game, when it comes to heat, his heat, in my opinion, is like one of the worst in the game. But it's only because he doesn't really get anything from it that you're not already doing as a like good Lee player, right? You only get execution stuff, and then you have FF3, which is your main, like that's what you want to spend your heat on, right? But the thing with up forward 3+4 is that his heat chip damage is so strong, and up forward 3+4 is just, it does like 10 like chip damage, and you're +6, and it's so many people that just don't know how to play against it properly. It is high, it is linear, but I see so many people just not really punish it that well, because it has the
Yeah.
effect with like Dragunov while running too, where if you step it or walk it, Lee just lands like
Yeah.
way
There's like
far
a camera
away.
switch as well. Like,
Yeah, exactly. So it's hard to punish, like even if you're not ready for it, which a lot of people aren't.
Yeah, up forward 3+4 is something that I've integrated into my game now, and it brings me onto FF2. It's like people want to do FF2, just do up forward 3+4, right?
Yeah,
Like
I
you
honestly
might,
think FF2 is a bad move.
it's so
Yeah.
slow.
FF2 is Brian's QCB1 but shit.
Yeah,
Like the only thing it's good for is in heat. It does so much chip, you might as well get hit by it. But it's
Yeah.
so slow, doesn't track. It's a high, and on hit you get nothing.
Like
You-
I don't know. I just kind of feel like why would you not just do while running 3-4?
Yeah,
Like if you're gonna do something linear, just press the better button that doesn't give you pushback on block.
it's just for the
and-
chip.
and does more
It's
damage.
just a chip move, but it's a bad
Yeah.
chip move.
exactly. And then up forward 3+4 on hit, like comparatively to FF2.
I see Lee Machine wants to say something about FF2.
Yeah.
gonna
Yeah,
open
no,
up the floor for
not
him.
about that move. Back to 4. I don't know if you.
Ooh, yeah,
you guys
that's a move I
play
need-
Under
yeah.
Father,
That's
and-
my move. I've patented the back 2-4.
Yeah, I need to
Everyone's
use some
saying,
more.
"Oh, but can't you duck it?" You can't. No delay.
It jails,
It's
it
a
jails.
safe war
It
splat.
jails. Yeah, father told me about that when I was in Korea, and he's like, "Yo, you need to start doing this." I was like, "Yeah," and I still haven't.
I've been telling everyone since a while back that is such an
Yeah.
underrated move, because ballerina, like Lee's wall splats are terrible. We all know that, but the ballerina spin is a generic wall splat. It's not as good as Jin's 2-4 because that sends them far, then does ballerina spin, but it does wall splat from quite some range and very consistently. And so yeah, back 2-4, guys. Like I made a video not too long ago about like 5 things you should try out when playing Lee. Right, 5 moves that either you're not using them in a certain way. Like I said, back 2-4 is good for wall splatting and in general. Like 4-4 to track. I said back 3 to track instead of just to be a low. Back 3 on its own. That way you get the tracking, but you don't get the risk.
Yeah, exactly.
I
That's
just go watch
really
it.
good.
Quick plug. I mean, it's my content already, so it is.
No, I
can
love
plug my
using
shit.
back 3 on its own just to like end rounds and stuff. It's so good.
Yeah. Then we have, someone said FF4. I mean, there's not much to say about FF4. It's not quite as dumb as it used to be, but it's still an
Yeah,
amazing move.
as like the premier FF4 abuser. Like you got anything you want to
Hey,
say?
you started
I
saying
mean,
that,
FF4, I'd say it's mostly the same in this game. I mean, the same as Tekken 7. A lot of people complain about it. I don't really think it's a big deal, especially in general. I feel like with Tekken 8, evasion in general, I feel like it's got buffed around the board. So I don't feel like FF4 doing what it does is as bad anymore.
I think it
I
doesn't
think
go
it's
under a mid as
Lee.
much. Though.
That is the move with mouse tracking to the right.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like I use FF4 way more as a tracking move than I do as an actual like
High crush.
high crush. I use it to track instead. I just noticed your camera is in the wrong spot. I'll fix that.
But yeah, like it's really good for tracking sidewalk left.
Yeah, it's so good for that. Like I said, I use it way more just for that. So yeah.
Especially like an easy thing is like heat dash, and if they have the wall to their right, just FF4 because they're gonna step.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
It's amazing, and FF1 to FF4 still works.
Yeah. Classic.
Yeah, and I'll try it. FF4 Power Crush. It's good. You'll see.
Is that your sauce? FF4 Power Crush.
Power Crush after everything is my sauce, man. That's just,
Yeah.
like it's. I always say I would ask both of you to reconsider. Like it really does its job. Like sometimes I'm poking with it. Sometimes like in the open I'll just do it. Like I'm not trying to Power Crush anything. I'm just trying to fucking hit him. Just swinging, getting my heat engager in. Like it's good, but then we have to move on to one of the contentious subjects about the slide.
Yeah, the slide. Yeah.
Right.
One by one, what do you all think about the slide? Flower, you go first.
Just if you do, okay, we all just say one word. I'll just say shit. I don't like it.
All right, Lee Mishima, my guy. No words, just thumbs down.
Yeah,
just... and then sync.
Throw that shit in the bin, man.
Like, yeah, then get that shit in the bin.
What's the point?
And I'm the lone wolf, as always.
Oh, motherfucker, you're always
it's
the
good.
contrarian.
It's a good
Right,
low.
It's
Explain.
not good, man.
When you see Shaheen Sly or Lao, it's like, nah.
Yeah, after playing Shaheen and Law, it's like I go back and I just shed a single tear.
I think it genuinely does complement his playstyle. Like it makes sense. Like you get your frames, you can enforce another mix-up, you can go for another slide if you're built like that. You can do full crouch down forward 4 and beat a ton of things. Like I've done slide into hop kick because people are out here ducking, right? It does the job of like rush down Lee, which is what I play. I don't play range free back 4 Lee. I play running into you Lee, right? And to run into you, it's good. And when you do it from further away, you get more than +3, right? Yeah. You can get plus. Like someone says +5, you can get way more than +5.
Yeah, you can
do
get
it right.
+9.
And also, you don't get floated at the right range, right? Like it will. Like it's sometimes safe. You get a punish mix up on it. A lot of people try to launch when they can't. I've even seen people like I played against Judd. He's tried to do while standing 1 into guns, and even that didn't work. And I ducked and launched. Right.
Wait, actually, I have a question. Does anyone know if off-axis slide still works? Like, is the thing in this game for Lee? Because I don't remember having it happen to me in Tekken 8 yet.
What do you mean?
Not really. It doesn't work. It doesn't work like.
So in Tekken 7, you had a few setups. Like for example, if you end a combo with back 2 and you go immediately into slide, you could have. If they tech roll to either side, the slide will be off-axis and they can't get a float.
I mean,
like you just go past
anyway.
Like you just go past them. Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like that's not a thing in this game.
No,
right? Because
the reason that don't get floated. Like,
yeah. I mean, no, the main reason it doesn't work. Sorry.
You can make the move more safe if you try I don't know, you end a combo with forward 3+4 and then you do an instant slide. You can make it more safe.
Yeah, we got our guy Azig for life, AZYG. Like he showed me a setup where I think you end your combo with 1+2 after like a heat dash or something, and if they tech, the slide is always safe. Like it's the setup guaranteed to give you a safe slide. So there's some of that exists, but like I think like the only reason Shaheen's slide is so good is that it tracks to the side. My issue with Lee's slide is it's very easy to steps depending on the character, right? Whereas Shaheen is just like a wide speedboat going under you. If he wasn't as wide while he was sliding, I would still like for Lee Lee's slide, right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Like
that's what I was gonna say next. Because the reason that the Tekken 7 slide setups don't work is because most of the time, if you try to time it with the tech volt, it will just straight up whiff because there's no tracking.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I like his slide. I understand people who don't like it, right? That's completely fair. But getting a good counter on that slide is good. And also the misstep slide is good. It whiff punishes a bunch of things. Like you see Yoshi going for poison setups, just slide from full screen, from standing.
Oh wait, that's actually oh, I haven't thought about that.
I
You
never
just
thought about
opened
it.
my mind.
That's actually a
Just
shout.
go under, bro.
Yeah, you opened my mind on that. Wait, I just that does work because
It
it's
does.
crouching the entire time. Shit,
And
you're
the
right.
amount of times like people want to do like heat bursts because they're just running free for like half the match, right? And if I'm just doing forward misstep and they do heat burst, they go, oh, he's too far, cancel it. Nope, you ain't canceling shit. I'm sliding on my way over there because that shit hits from full screen. Like it's good, right? I can understand wanting a knockdown on the slide, but considering the immense range and the fact that it can be safer, like I think it's still very good. I'll say this again when we get to the season 2 wish list that we'll do a bit later during the stream. But if it was minus 14 at most instead of minus 15, I think it would be
I'd be fine with that.
really good. Like
I'd be very
no
I'd be very fine
knockdown
with
the
that.
way
Like,
it is there, but maybe at most 14.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
like,
mean,
I doubt they do it, but I think in that case, people that want the old slide could start to adapt more to the new slide.
Yeah.
I kind of wish it was more plus, but I'll save that for the wish list when we get to it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We'll do the whole thing.
I do think the slide is like it's good. I don't like how it forces you to play in a way. But I guess that is the playstyle diff. Like you play more rushdown Lee.
That's
I
how
don't
I'm
really
playing.
like.
I
I
get
don't
it,
really like
but-
having to play that way because I kind of like playing a little bit more reactive, I guess, which is the wrong word to use. But I
Like I
don't
said,
know any
there's a
better
lot of
words.
reactive stuff you can do with it, though.
That's true.
And the thing is,
Yeah.
it will force mistakes out of your opponent. You can slide into nothing. You don't have to commit, right? Once
Yeah.
it
Do you
hits.
think of it more as a conditioning tool like back T3?
Yeah. I use it as a conditioning tool. Because a lot of time I'll do missteps. People are so expecting it out of me at long ranges. Like it's like being in full crouch and faking a slide. Like they're gonna start just ducking just in case, and they'll stop moving slowly, and then I can go for running freeze, FF freeze. Okay, just misstep into 1+2 is also pretty good. Like it's like back free. If they know you're using it, they're gonna have to look out for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then I think we'll do there's probably just heat to talk about now, I guess.
I think so.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think
we
we're
could
done
talk
already
about
talking
HMS.
about heat. There's nothing to say, so we're
Yeah,
done.
no.
We
Right?
could talk about HMS. 'Cause
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
sure.
pretty
You know what?
different
Let's
in
do
this game.
Hitman first. Let's leave Heat for last. Let's do Hitman.
Hitman is busted.
Yeah,
I
Hitman.
think Hitman's so good.
It's they've changed it so that the stance is actually good now. Because it didn't do that much in Tag 2, right? I don't remember it being that amazing, really. And in Tekken 7, it was just do I power crush or not? It did nothing, basically, right? In Tekken 7, it really felt like it was just a gimmick with one move. There was so many different moves, and there was only one that was actually worth using, right? That's what it felt like. But now, the 1-1-1 beating power crushes in a game that forces you to power crush, the 2 still being mad evasive, and frankly doing a lot of damage.
Yeah.
The low is genuinely very good now that it's been sped up so that you can use it. And
it's still reactable for
it's
a lot
still
of players.
reactable, but
Not to everyone.
if you
But
condition them right,
the
they'll
mind,
power crush.
the mind game is a lot more real.
Yeah.
So it's more like it's an actual usable low now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Like honestly,
it's
people
very
who
useful.
react to it, I've been testing this out, and if you condition them right,
Yeah.
they will be looking for other shit. Like if you just do
Oh, yeah,
running
for
free fall
sure.
into the 4, the people who react to will react to every time. If you
Yeah.
start doing like staying in Hitman, doing side steps, doing a jab, maybe a 1+2, and like you condition them not to press because like you can power
Yeah.
crush after it, you can punch parry, and then you just throw it out of nowhere while in Hitman. even like warning I spam, I managed to hit him with a 4. And that guy, bro, he'll
guy
low
says
parry
he-
a down jab because he reacted, right?
Yeah, exactly. But
It's-
yeah, no, I definitely agree with that. Like, you can, it's a lot more usable in this game, and even for, as you say, like people who react to it normally, if you just condition them right or hit them during the right circumstances,
it's the
they
mental
won't
stack,
react.
man.
It's mental stack. Like in tournament in Norway where I played versus Tetsu, classic example. But it's like usually when I play him online, he just reacts to it like 90% of the time. Obviously not every time, but like a lot of the time. And then in
Yeah.
Norway, he just didn't react to it. He like I think he blocked it like 2 times,
Yeah.
and I used it a lot. But it's a mental stack. You need to
Yeah.
keep it in mind, anyways. And it's really good.
Yeah. Lee Mishimi got something, I feel. I can see your face.
No, I think Hitman is quite weird. I think the way you have to use it is cancel Hitman and do another thing. Let's say you do 1+2, you use Hitman to make M plus, and then you can cancel and do another 1+2, let's say. Or
Yeah.
something like 1+2 Hitman, and then you cancel to back 3-3. I think if you don't use that tech and the opponent only blocks, that's pretty much it.
Yeah. But that's what I want him to do. I'll do Hitman, and when they start blocking, then I'll do other stuff. But I think it's very good at making them block. It's either gonna make them block or make them eat a dumb counter hit. So I think it does a much better job in this game at being a good tool. Like I said, Tekken 7, it was do power crush or no power crush, which was very underwhelming. So overall, I'm happy with Hitman. Like,
I think
the only
I
I got
like
one
it.
thing. Got one thing. Is why does up 4 not low crush, or the low crush is so slow? Like, I'll get like they'll do a low. I'll expect it. I'll do up 4 instead of up 3, and I'll just always get clipped. That shit just is so slow.
Yeah.
The low crush frames start
It's
way
just-
too late.
I don't know how long it's been like that, but it was always like that in 7 as well. That was the thing.
Yeah, but now that you have the guaranteed down forward 4-4, like it's a nice tool to use. I just wish it was slightly better, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, for me, when it comes to HMS, I think it's really good in this game. But the only gripes I kind of have with it now is that, one, for example, even though HMS 3 is the same speed, people can downforward 1 duck it at -1, which you could never do in Tekken 7.
Which one? Sorry, HMS 3.
HMS 3. Yeah.
After down
Like
3.
before, yeah, like all at
Yeah.
-1 generally, you had to jab. But now
Exactly.
people can downforward 1. Well, the fast recovery ones, but yeah.
Yeah, like not every character, but a lot of characters can. Same with dick jabs. Dick jabs, just like in Tekken 7, they would get absorbed and then you'd hit them because for some reason they were considered standing. In this game, they're not, and they just duck it.
Yeah, like down 3. Honestly, you have to learn how to do down 3 into back 3-3 on counter hit without the Hitman stance. Down 3 Hitman for me is like, unless you're going for a Hitman sidestep or like a Hitman jab, because you know they're not gonna press. I don't think it's worth doing much down 3 Hitman. Down 3 is still obviously a great move, but down 3 Hitman I only use when I'm going for the counter hit, and I want to make sure I don't mess up the combo. I don't actually do any Hitman stuff, just because it just like you said, the power crush doesn't do much, and you're minus, so.
And it's also way safer because like you recover and crouch. You're still -15, you recover and crouch.
Yeah,
So you won't get launched by any highs.
So it's just way better to do down 3 on its own.
Yeah.
All right, then next up, I guess we can now get onto his heat. It's they killed his heat dashes, which is really annoying. Like, the only thing you get is a very tight, if you're not cheating, the real ones know, blazing kick, right? Or up back 3. And neither of them are consistent near a wall. Like, sometimes, like, you'll be just slightly off axis, and it'll send them just a little bit further away, and you don't get a follow-up.
Yeah.
Like, what is the point on, like, having 4-4-4 heat dash? You barely get any extra damage, and it's inconsistent, right?
Yeah, against the wall, all of those are just ass.
Yeah, all of the up back 3 will whiff every time if you do those at the wall.
Yeah, 4-4-4, down forward 4-4. Okay, what else do you got?
Down for 4. Yeah, down for 4.
HMS up 3.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, that's
no,
that's
I meant
that-
the non-launching ones.
Oh, the
is what I'm
non-launching
saying
one.
before.
I mean, Power Crush.
Yeah, Power Crush.
Yeah, the Power Crush. Like,
I
why
don't
does it
use it
just
though, so I
send
didn't think
them?
of it.
Just make it so that you can do FF3. Please, just do that.
Yeah.
I think they did it that way because you can do if it did send them normally, you would be able to get a tailspin at the wall with forward free.
Yeah.
But Fang can do that. And he does. Fang has upward 3+4 after shoulder heat dash.
Oh yeah.
Like
Yeah.
other characters can do that. So I don't
I say I just expand the head hurt box of every character and then just make people like enable big head mode. Just let us hit them in the head.
it's like I just don't get some of the heat decisions. Like Paul, every single heat engager he has is a launcher. I'm not asking for 444 heat dash to become a launcher, right? But why
Why
does he have he doesn't have a single one where you only get like Death Fist, right? Which would already be better than us, right? He gets
Yeah.
launch on every single one, and we get FF3, which is really good. But when we get the other ones, they're just bad. Like, unless you're ending a round on it, like to get the extra 10 damage, because you don't get much more than 10. I don't know the exact value, but it's around 10 extra damage to end a round on something that you will only use as a punisher because everything is a high, right? I don't get it. I don't get why they did that. When you could get the Hitman up 4 before the nerfs, it was a lot. But I mean, it was at least they made sense for them to end in that very awkward back turn position, or head towards on the back or whatever you want to call it, right?
Yeah.
So just is heat game because no, I also did a list, right? I think Zafina and Lee are the only two characters that don't have a special move in heat. The only ones who don't have either an extra move or changed properties. Like, Jack has the unblockable high, or the guard break high. Jin has Omen stance. Jun gets another parry. Devil Kazuya. Armor run for King. Lars turns into Pikachu and gets the Hell Sweep.
So
Nunchucks for Law. I'll go through it very quick, because I've done it so
Yeah.
many times. Paul just becomes insane. Death Fist and the other shit he gets, the guard breaks. Nina gets the guns. Ling gets the extra war combo and more ways to do hypnotist stuff. All of the install characters like Asuka get the install for the longest time, which means extra moves in heat. It's the same thing. Leroy gets some special things to chip you out. Lily gets double Feisty Rabbit and QCF 1-4. Warong turns into Akuma for some reason. Azucena gets the homing high launcher and the parry on the stance and the dash. Raven has the safe clones. Dragunov just gets the tackle, but it's pretty good. Akuma turns into a chip damage machine. Leo's an install character. Shaheen gets the guard break. Steve gets the deep dive into either the grab or just a good way to extend combos. He gets extra combos from that. Yoshimitsu's Yoshimitsu. Feng gets the jump over and the back one buff. Panda gets the flappy kicks from Ling. Alisa gets to pull out her chainsaws and you can't interrupt it because she just armors instead of blocking and being safe. Devilgen has a bunch of lasers. Victor gets up 1+2. Brian's an install character again. Reina gets the -14 kick at the end of everything that gets an extra kick to become safe, right? And maybe the guard break. Maybe she has the guard break anyway.
She also gets the parry.
And the parry.
Yeah.
Eddie gets the big mid, like where he jumps over and gets into relax and some other stuff.
Yeah.
Lydia gets access to a different stance, and Ayachi gets down 3 and up 4-2 buffs.
Yeah.
That's everyone
So-
except for Zafina, and Zafina might have one. I just might not
Yes.
know.
Yeah.
When Safina used the Azazel arm, she had power crush when you have the heat activated.
She gets
She
power
doesn't
crush
power
added to
crush
her
normally.
essays. No, she gets power crush added
There you
onto
go.
it.
Lee is the only fucking character that doesn't get new moves. He's the only character on the roster that does
Yeah,
not
no new
change
moves
in
or
heat.
properties.
Like, it's.
I mean, technically, he does change. Like his execution stuff does get easier, which is a
everything-
change.
Everything he
That's
does
how-
in heat, everything he does in heat, he can do outside of heat. That's the
Yeah.
point. Except
Yeah,
for
that's
heat
the point.
dashing, which is a universal mechanic. Like, apart from universal stuff, he gets nothing extra. That is not normal. I think in season 2 they're gonna give him something. we'll discuss later about what we think they could give, what we want, what we think will happen instead of what we want. But like, he's the only
got some
one who
ideas for
doesn't
that.
get anything extra. Like the fact that he's really good without heat means that, you know, despite not having heat, he's still very competitive, I feel. But like it's just weird because like everyone else gets a change in gameplay and we don't. Right? So I don't like that. Yeah, so that's Lee's heat pretty much. If you got anything else to say, the floor is yours, guys. I guess not.
Nope.
There you go. All right, so what I think we've gone through is key moves. Sync, your camera disappeared.
Oh, Sync died. GG.
Is he out?
Is he out of the Discord?
He's still in, but I can't hear him.
He got taken out by an
Oh,
op.
fuck.
GG.
My shit.
The Namcops got him.
Yeah, Namcop's got him. It's gonna be
Yeah,
one of
oh
us
my
next.
Yeah, like I don't think he should get anything. Oh shit, Flower's gone.
Am I good now? Am I good now?
I can hear
I
you,
go
but
into
your
the
cam-
next.
Your camera is not on, but I can hear you.
Oh my days. Is this good? Is this good shit itself?
But your camera's
Mm,
gone and it's not on
me?
Discord. And Flower's gone too.
Oh, flower.
Now I'm back.
The fuck?
You're back? Yeah, okay, Flower's back.
Oh my gosh.
Getting shot one by one.
Yeah, they shot me. They got me, but I tanked the bullet.
Nice. All right, well, I mean, we're going to get rid of the cameras in a second to do the matchup chart. So what I got planned is now that we've
See my
had...
cam-
not yet, no. Maybe just give me another link. But I'm not going to use the cams for the next bit, so it's fine. All right, so what we're going to do now is a matchup chart, right? We've gone through what we think of Lee, what we think of his key moves, what we think of his changes. I think we've had a pretty long discussion about Lee. Now time for how does he compare to other characters?